What brings you to Khoonda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garevik. I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zherron too, I suppose. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zherron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the Administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zherron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zherron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zherron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zherron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced. Just look around. See if Zherron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters? You could pick worse places to look for that. Berun is normally the one to go with questions, but I can answer a few things for you. If you're interested, I might have some work for you, too. You want something? He did he? What's this about? You can't compromise with those people. They're like Minox and a power converter, sucking the life out of us. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here. Appreciate. All right, I can use your help. But you can't tell anyone. There's a mercenary captain near what's left of the Jedi Enclave's courtyard. His name is Dopak. Just tell him that I said, go ahead. That's all. You have questions, but it's like this conversation never happened, got it? Just do it. It'll help out Khoonda. We can talk more later.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory. A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Khoonda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened. I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here, but you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken.
I don't know about that. They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it? What does the militia have to say to us? Any of our men get into trouble? I know that, but keep it quiet. What did Zherron say? I think that Zherron is 3 cards short of a Pazak. You can tell him you've delivered your message. Thanks. Now get out of here.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something? I don't have anything to say about that. We can talk more later.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with. Is there anything else I can assist you with? What have you learned, Jedi? Very well. I will deal with the situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zherron and Berun here immediately.
What is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Khoonda. The mercenaries are a real threat, though many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Berun. I hope, Zherron, that you will continue to serve as Berun's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Thank you, Zherron. You are dismissed.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new leader of the militia, I swear to support your goals of peace and compromise.
That will be all, Berun.